wanted to take just a couple of quick calls on the topic that we've been talking about a little earlier. So let me get into that. If you can be real short, please. Keith in Taos, New Mexico. Hey, Keith. Whoop, got to push the button.
Yeah,
Keith, you're on the air.
There you go. Thanks. Yeah, thanks so much, Tom. That's great. I happened to witness at the Democratic convention in Denver that the entire black bloc got out of several police vehicles and came up and stood next to my table for a while. They had two guys each with a bag of rocks in a little book bags you might get at Walmart or something if that's where you went. Mm-hmm. And they six of them went one end of the march, six went to the other, and they started throwing rocks at the police, and they broke out a bunch of windows. That gave the authorities the legal right to arrest like over 100 people.
So you're saying the black bloc folks are police infiltrators, or at least in your experience, what you saw. Okay.
Yeah, often they are,
Keith,
and I often am trying to keep the young people from joining them.
Yeah, and I, okay, Keith, thank you very much for that call. John in Santa Cruz, California. John, you wanted to comment on this.
Right.
You're an Occupy
Oakland
member.
I'm not a young person, and I'm not a young person. I'm a former punk rocker from that era, and I'm an Occupy marcher, and it's my philosophy that it's not violent unless someone gets hurt.
Right.
And the government.
So you think that damaging property is not violence?
It depends on the property. If the property is in the process of damaging the public, then breaking a few windows is just making a statement.
Yeah, I would submit to you, John, that if you're breaking a few windows, the statement that you're making is that you're destroying the movement around you.
I'm sorry.
You are absolutely playing into the hands of the police, and you are absolutely playing into the hands of the system. You are their best front man if you're smashing windows at the Bank of America or whatever, no matter how much you may hate the Bank of America.
I feel the government speaks in two languages right now, violence and money. And unless you can speak in one of their languages, they're not going to listen.
There's a third language, and it's called nonviolence. And if you use nonviolence, it is more potent than money, and it's more potent than violence. And we've seen that. We saw that in the abolition movement. We saw that in the suffrage movement. We saw that in the civil rights movement. We've seen that.
But who was Dr. King without Malcolm X?
I think without Malcolm X, Dr. King would have been just fine, thank you very much. And Malcolm X, by the way, wasn't out there smashing windows. He was using pretty strong rhetoric, but he was not smashing windows. The groups that were smashing windows in the civil rights movement were very, very quickly marginalized, and everybody in the civil rights movement moved as fast and as far away from those folks as they could.
I'd love to agree with you, Tom, and I marched under that pretense for a long time, and I lost my home. My wife left me because of it, and I became under a different perspective.
This is where your true the true integrity of your soul, of your nature, of your conviction is going to be tested, John. Because if you can be nonviolent in the face of violence, and if you can be poor in the face of riches, and maintain your integrity and not play their game, because you will always lose when you play their game. Their game is violence. You play that game, you're going to lose. They got tanks, they got helicopters, they got guns, they got jails. You play that game, you'll lose. And not only will you lose, but you'll tarnish everybody else who's trying to play the game of nonviolence. Nonviolence is the most powerful force on earth. The love is 100 times more powerful than hate. And respectfully, you need to find that place inside yourself where you can, as Ram Dass once said 20 years ago, he said, even the most, vile, racist, billy club wielding, African-American smashing, white Southern racist sheriff, deep down inside just wants to be loved. You've got to find that place in yourself where you can see the fundamental humanity in even the people who are committing evil acts. You oppose their evil, but you don't do it with evil, respectfully. But John, I wish you the very best, and thank you for calling and sharing your honest opinions with us. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, John. Thank you very much.